Perfect. Hi, guys. Thanks for joining. I'm so happy to see you all. We're going to start attendance in just a minute.
See? I love you go first. And give me my blanket. Give me my blanket. You go first. My God.
Hello, everybody. I'm happy to see you guys all this morning. Make sure that your number is changed to your name, please. Oh, Alana, that looks fantastic. That is such a cute picture. All right, please change your number to your name. I would appreciate it. We can get started. Hello, Miss Rachel. If you can't write everything down right now, no worries. This will be on YouTube later so that if you need a second look or if you didn't have a chance to write it, then you will have a chance then also. Alrighty, let's get this party started. It is January 25th, 2021. It is a snowy day. I don't know about you guys, but my kids were so excited to see the snow this morning. Oh my goodness. You would have thought that they'd never seen snow before. They were so excited. Lila, go ahead.
It also is snowy at my house. On my window, it's full with snow.
Yeah.
Like snow in the trees. There's a bit tiny little bit snowing.
Mm-hmm.
So it was so cool. And suddenly we just went outside, touched the snow a bit, and then went back inside and
ran
closed
back in.
the door.
Yeah.
Like breathing.
Yeah, it's pretty cold out here.
It was so cold.
It is. All right, I've got a couple of numbers on here. If you could change that to your name, I would appreciate it so much. I'd hate to miss you on attendance. Let me see. Jaden. I thought I saw Jaden on here, but I don't anymore. Maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. Let me see. Rachel. Oh, okay. So is it Rachel then or Rachel?
It's Rochelle.
Rochelle, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Rochelle. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. All right, well, thank you for telling me. Everyone's frozen on my screen. Oh no, Gabe, I'm sorry. You're not frozen to me, I don't think. Maybe try leaving the meeting and coming back in. Sometimes that fixes it. All right, hello, Miss Alani. Are you online this week again? Yes, okay. Can you do me a favor and log on at 11? That way you'll get the math and the reading for this week and you won't be behind, okay? And I'll see you at 11. Thank you, Alani. All right. All right, I am missing Jaden. If I call your name and I'm missing you, will you please come off mute and let me know you're here? I'm missing Stevie, Genesis, Bella, Brenda, Landon, hello, I'm happy you're here. I got you down. I'm missing Abel. I'm missing Sanahi, Samantha. Oh, there's Brenda. Hi, Brenda, I'm happy you're here. All right, Sanahi, Samantha, Andres, I'm missing. Looks like everyone else I got. Okay. Right. Oh, I got someone else joining us. Hi, Sanahi. I'm happy you're here. Yay. Am I saying your name right, Sanahi? If I'm not, can you correct me? Okay. All righty. We are going to do some math today. What? I'm excited. This is our last lesson for topic 6, which means this week we have the test coming up. Yes, that is the right one, Divinity Perfect. Hi, Bella. I'm happy you're here.
I don't have my paper.
That is okay. Is it on Seesaw?
I don't know yet.
Okay. This is being recorded to Rachel, or sorry, I did it again, Rochelle, so that you can watch it later on YouTube also if you miss it, okay? So no worries. I got you. All righty. Here we go. Let's get started. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you all of my work on my worksheet, because today we are working on solving multiple step problems. And for me, when I have more than one step to do, it's easiest to write it down in a notebook or on paper. That way I don't get all mixed up. And in fact, the last group I tried cramming it all here on my worksheet and it got kind of confusing to me. So I'm going to grab a notebook for you guys. And I'm going to show you how I would do it in my notebook. Okay. So in my notebook, what I would do, and you can do this differently depending on what works best for you. This is just my thinking, is I would write 6-9, reteach. So I know what lesson all of my work goes with. And then I'm going to look at my worksheet. And when I need to do my steps, I'm going to go to my notebook and write it down there. Okay. Okay, let's remember the chat is for questions and answers. I would appreciate it. So that way, in case someone does have a question in the chat, I don't miss it with the other stuff burying it over, okay? So the first part up here, this is already done for us. It's just an example to show us how we're going to do our work today. So it says Enzo's puts 3 meatballs in each of its meatball subs. Carlos's uses 2 times as many meatballs for its meatball subs. I guess I'm going to Carlos's. Mr. Kerwin orders 4 meatball subs from Carlos's. How many meatballs will be on his subs? So we need to find and solve the hidden question. So Enzo's uses 3 meatballs and it says Carlos's uses 2 times as many. So my first step I need to do is figure out how many meatballs are on each of Carlos's subs. So you can see that they did 3 2 times, and they found that there were 6 meatballs in each of those subs, right? Carlos's put 6 meatballs in each of its meatball subs. So Mr. Kerwin ordered 4 of these. That's 6, 6, 6, and 6, which is the same as 6 times 4. So there are 24 meatballs in all. These are the kind of steps we're going to be solving today. You might remember back, and I think it was at the end of, I want to say it was at the end of topic 4, where we had a very similar worksheet. You guys remember that? Where we had to figure out if you bought a t-shirt for $8 and a sweater for $12 and you paid with $50, how much change you got. We're going to be doing a lot of problems like those today. Hello, I see it says Barker on the screen, but I don't have your name. If you could type your name in the chat so I can get you for attendance, that would be great. Thank you. So we're going to be solving those types of problems today. And again, I'm going to write a lot of this in my notebook. That way I can keep track of my steps better. But for number 1 on our reteach, it does a really good job of helping us already with that. It says, Meredith bought a book for $8 and a magazine for $5 and a bottled water for $2. She pays with a $20 bill. How much change did she get? It gives us a tip here. Find the total cost of the 3 items first. Well, that makes sense, right? Because I need to know how much I'm buying. So that way Alana, the chat is only for questions and answers. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So that way we know how much we spent, right? Or how much Meredith spent. So it has 8, 5, and 2. Now, I've been watching my son do his first grade work, and they have been practicing this a lot. They've been practicing adding 3 numbers together, right? So one step that's easiest to do, that I know you guys have done in first grade, now you're in 3rd grade, so this should be in your memory, it's making groups of 10, right? That's the easiest thing to add and subtract, make a group of 10. So that 8 and 2 together give me 10, doesn't it? Plus that 5 from the magazine would make $15 in all. So that's my first step. My first step is to figure out how much money Meredith spent. And then it asks me if she had $20 that she paid with, how much change did she get? So it's that $20 minus the 15 she spent. How much change would she get? How much money would be left? What do you guys think? Go ahead and type it in the chat. How much money would be left? Hello, if you just joined us and you missed attendance, will you please type your name in the chat? I heard the doorbell a couple of times. That way, I can make sure that I get you marked as here. $5, absolutely. Thank you guys so much. Remember, I only need you to type it once. That way I can see everybody's responses on the chat. Otherwise, it gets buried with everybody else typing the same thing. So just type it one time. Thank you. Yes, $5 change. All right. Oh, hey, Stevie. I see that you popped on. Perfect. Alana, I saw you popped back on. Thank you for that. All right. So now let's look at number 2. This one doesn't give me a lot of space, so I'm going to use my notebook. And to make sure I'm putting the right answer on the right question, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write, I already have 6-9 reteach. I'm going to put a 2 here in a bubble. That way I know that this is the work for question number 2, right? So Sue bought 3 t-shirts for $8 each. So here's one t-shirt. Oh man, there's a reason I didn't go to art school. Did go to law school for a little bit, or was going to go to law school. But definitely not art school. There's my 3 t-shirts. So 3 t-shirts for $8 each. It says she paid with a $50 bill. How much change did she get? First thing I have to do is I have to figure out how much money she spent, don't I? So 3 t-shirts for $8 each. Well, that sounds the same as 3 times 8. 3 t-shirts, each one costs $8. Yep, that sounds about right. Oh, my 3 strategies, let me remember. 3s, double plus a group. Well, double of 8 is 16, plus 8 more, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 3 times 8 is 24. Do you guys agree? Absolutely, good job. So she spent $24. Is my work done? And I see it in the chat too. Excellent, you guys. Is my work done? Not yet. The main question is how much change does she get because she spent a $50 bill? So now I've got that $50 minus the $24 she spent to figure out how much change she's going to get. This is why I'm using a notebook, because holy cannoli guacamole, look at all of this work we have to do. Using a notebook helps me keep it all organized, doesn't it? Oh goodness, how do I figure out my answer? 50 minus 24. If I have a 0 minus 4, I can't do that, can I? I've got to borrow. So this is going to be 40 and 10 ones. And then I can subtract, can't I? So if I have 10, I take away 4, that leaves me with 6. And if I have 4 and I take away 2, it leaves me with 2. So I saw it in the chat from a lot of you. Great job. There is $26 change. Absolutely. Very good. So now I've got all of this amazing work here. And thanks to the power of Seesaw, there's a couple of things you can do. You can take a picture of this and add it to your Seesaw assignment, or you can use the text and the drawing tools to just write your answers on there. It's totally up to you. And if you were in Mrs. Waywell's class, I think she just gives you a worksheet. So if you're using a notebook, you can just take that piece of notebook paper and attach it, or you can write it on there. So she would get $26 change. I'm gonna leave my work up here in case you're still writing that as well. All right. So now, number 3, writing to explain. Remember, writing to explain is just writing how you would tell it to somebody. So if Sue goes, wait a minute, are you sure I get $26 change? And we're like, yes, Sue, I'm sure. I did the math, like a whole half a page of it, girl, I got you. And she's like, I don't know. How do you know that it's $26 change? Well, we would tell her that we multiplied 3 shirts times $8 to get $24 spent. Then we subtracted the $50 bill minus the $24 spent to get $26 change. You're just writing how you would say it. You would tell Sue, we multiplied it. Remember, girl, we multiplied those 3 shirts times $8 each. So it cost you $24 that you spent. And then we subtracted the $50 bill minus the $24 spent to get you your $26 change. And then our friend Sue would be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I got you. And all would be right with the world of shopping. It's one of my favorite worlds, by the way. Oops, try to get out of the way of my camera. All right. If you are done writing this, will you please type done in the chat? That way I don't move on too quickly. Just type it one time, please, because if I get one person typing it like 5 times, then it's hard for me to keep track of who all actually typed done. So please type done one time when you're done writing everything that I have. Thank you. Please press the raise hand button if you're not done yet. That way I can see that I need to wait for you. So it looks like I've got a lot of us typing done in the chat. Okay. Go ahead and keep that raise hand button up until you're done and then just press lower hand so then I know you're done. Okay. Thank you. And Barker, I need a name, please. So that way I can get you marked for attendance. Thank you. I'll leave this up for about 1 more minute and then we're going to do part of the practice together. We're going to go through it. All right, I'm going to leave it up for 1 more minute. If you need to take a screenshot, you can do that also. Remember, press the ALT button and then that square button above the 6 that has the square and then the lines after it. It'll take a picture of your screen. And this will be on YouTube later as well if you need to watch again. So about 30 more seconds and then we're going to go over to our practice. This is the last lesson of Unit 6. So we will be moving on to our topic test this week. Mason, go ahead. Do you have a question? No? Oh, good to go. Okay. All right, Lila and Jaden, go ahead and take a screenshot if you're not quite done, or you can watch it on YouTube later and just fast forward to the part that you need. Totally up to you. Mason, love Russell Wilson in the background. He's my bestie. I wish he was my bestie, but he's pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna go to the practice. We're gonna go to the practice. Jaden, do you have a question or are you good to go? Good to go? Okay, thank you.
Good to go.
Right. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so for 1 through 4, we are using this picture here that's got pencils for $4, pens for $7, a calculator for $5, and a notebook for $3. So oh, Mason, did you have a question? No? Okay. I just saw your hand up there. Okay. So we're going to use this information. And again, I'm also going to use my notebook. So right here, I had 6-9 reteach, and I want to make sure that I'm putting in the right spot. So I'm just going to scribble a line across and write 6-9 practice. Because it would get kind of confusing if I had 2 number 2s on here and didn't know where to put my work, right? And I might need some more space that a notebook allows to show some of my work for these multiple steps. So let's look at number 1. Terry bought 3 boxes of pencils. Looks like the pencils are $4 each. She pays with a $20 bill. How much change did she receive? So that word change tells me left over. It tells me I'm going to subtract. So first, find the cost of the pencils. It tells us right here. They're $4 each, and she bought 3 boxes. So here's 1 box, 2 boxes, 3 boxes. How much did the pencils cost in all? How much did the pencils cost in all? And it gives it to you on here. Yes, Divinity, $12. Mason, very good. Right? They're like, hey, here's your hint. It's probably $12 because 3 times 4 is 12. So now our last step. There's $20 in all. She's a $20 bill. She spent $12. How much change will Terry get? So if I have one part is 12, and I'm taking that away from 20, how much money will be left over? All right. Good. Got lots of it in the chat. $8 change. Absolutely. They would have $8 left over. So now let's look at question 2. This one I'm definitely going to use my notebook for because it does not give me a lot of space here and it doesn't give me any charts. Martin bought 3 boxes of pens and a calculator. A calculator means also the same thing as 1 calculator, right? How much money did he spend all together? First, find the cost of the pens. It shows me that the pens are $7 each. So on my notebook, I'm going to need some space. So I'm going to go to my notebook and I'm going to write number 2 in a circle. I'm glad I wrote practice because we did that for the reteach also. Martin bought 3 boxes of pens and each box costs $7. How much money did he spend on the pens? Oh, Mason, Landon, you guys are close. Andres, you are close. Think about our double plus a group. Double of 7. Oops, I'm sorry. This is still not very clear, is it? Double of 7 is 14 plus 7 more. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So they used $21 for the pens. And which means plus a calculator. Well, a calculator is $5. How much did they spend in all? And then you're going to write that answer on your worksheets. So if you type it in the chat to me, I love that. So then I can see all your answers. Would you please do me a solid? Click in the chat where it says to everyone. Click the word everyone and change it to Marissa Manring. That way I only get your answer and not everybody. Thank you so much. I heard the doorbell. If you just popped on and I didn't get you for attendance, will you please type your name in the chat? Thank you. All right. Good job with those direct messages. Awesome. And yes, everyone I see is correct so far. So your number, how much you spent in all, you are going to put that on your worksheet. Blank in all. Blank dollars. Chloe, Alana, Landon, Nathan, Brenda, Lila, all very good. Perfect answers. Nice job. All right. So number 3 is going to be another one I'm going to do in my notebook because, oh, Gabe, did you have a question? No, good to go. Okay. So number 3, got you, Rochelle. I'll slow down. Don't worry. This is on YouTube also. Jaden, did you have a question? Go ahead.
The one where it's 20 in all with 12, the other one to equal 20 would equal, it would be 8.
Yes, very good. You are correct, Jaden. It would be 8. All right. So I'm going to put my notebook here. That way, if you're not done writing this, that's totally fine. Number 3. So I'm going to skip a couple lines, draw 3 in a circle. That way I know it's number 3 and not a 3 that's part of my problem. It says Joey bought 2 notebooks and 2 boxes of pencils. How much did he spend all together? Well, he bought 2 notebooks. Each notebook cost $3 for notebooks. He also bought 2 boxes of pencils. Each box costs $4. And then we need to add those together. So how much for your pen notebooks plus how much for your pencils equals how much in all? So we're doing more than one step here. First, we have to figure out how much are the pencils? How much are the notebooks? How much all together? Divinity, very good. Alana, nice job. Lila, that is part of the answer. Oh, Rochelle, okay, got you, girl. Chloe, very good. Rochelle, awesome, nice job. How much is spent in all? And then again, you're gonna write that on your worksheet or on your Seesaw assignment. The great thing that I love so much about Seesaw is you can use that camera tool. Take a picture of your notebook. That way your teacher sees all of your work so that they know that you didn't just ask mom for the answer, but that you did the answer on all of this amazing work in your notebook. That camera tool is super handy. I'm going to leave this up for another minute. We're going to move on to number 4. Check my time. Okay. Stevie, Lila, very good. Alana, that answer's a little too big. I'm frozen. I hope I'm not frozen. I'm sorry, Abram. If I freeze too much, you might need to leave the chat or leave the meeting and then come back in. Sometimes that helps solve the problem too. Alani, Mason, very good. Stevie, Abram, nice job. Chloe, Rochelle, excellent. All right, looks like we can move on to number 4. If you're not done with 3 yet, no worries. Remember, this is recorded so that you can come back and watch later also, okay? Don't want anyone to feel like they don't have enough time to finish their work, okay? All right, number 4, Allie bought 3 notebooks. All right, 3 notebooks. Remember, those notebooks cost $3 each, right? It's for those notebooks. All right. And she bought 2 boxes of pens. So that's 2 boxes of those pens. Remember, the pens cost $7 each. She paid with a $40 bill. Ooh, okay. Hold on. This is going to be like a triple step problem. So we're going to slow it down. I'm not even going to read the rest of the problem yet. They gave me another number. I'm not ready for that number yet. I'm just figuring this out first. So how much did she spend on the notebooks? How much did she spend on the pens? Go ahead and type in the chat. How much were the notebooks and how much were the pens? Divinity, not quite. I'm trying to figure out where that answer. Oh, I think I know what you did. I think Divinity, you did this bottom one and added 1 group of 3. But remember, it's 3 groups of 3. So let's start a little bit slower. What is 3 times 3? Go ahead and come off of mute and just tell me the answer. What's 3 times 3?
9.
9, excellent. What is 2 times 7? Go ahead and come off of mute, anybody.
14.
14, good job.
14.
Good, yep, heard it a couple times. Awesome, nice job, you guys. Okay, now I'm gonna add these 2. So I'm gonna add 9 plus 14. What would that total be? Go ahead and come off of mute and shout it out.
23.
23, very good. Mason, I saw it in the chat also. Oh, I heard it again. Great job, you guys. $23 total spent. Absolutely. Okay. I'm not done yet. That's part of my problem, right? Lila, excellent. So I'm going to read the rest of the problem now. Remember, I stopped halfway through because they gave me too much information. She paid with $40. So she paid with 40. And it's asking how much change will she get. So that $40 minus the 23 she spent, how much change will she get? How much change is Allie gonna get? So go ahead and send that one in a direct message to me. I'm gonna leave it blank because that way your teachers will see that we went through it together, but you came up with most of the answers on your own. Divinity, absolutely. You are on fire today. Look at you go. Oh, I see you meant the change earlier. You were way ahead of me. Alani, very good. Mason, great job. Abram, you are very close. I think you just forgot to borrow. So remember to borrow, and then I think that'll help fix that. Lila, we're figuring out now how much change. So think 40 minus 23. 40 minus 23, Divinity. Oh, wow, that's beautiful, Divinity. I love that, so creative. You know, being in quarantine with all of this COVID stuff is kind of a bummer, but I have seen some kiddos be super creative during this time, and that is a silver lining.
I made it.
Landon, Andres, awesome.
Barriers that I got yesterday. Like
oh, yeah?
I just used it.
That's perfect. I love that. All right, Rochelle, Stevie, excellent. Landon, very good. All right. Woo, we got our answers. Look at you guys go. So number 4, we're going to write how much change. That's our final answer. Oh, and number 3, we were writing how much in all. All right. Word problem time. Are you guys ready? I gave the other group the same word problem. So let's see. But you know what? Yeah, I'll give you guys the same one. The numbers are not accurate, but it'll work. Let's see. Mrs. Mannering, and if you want to write your own word problem, you totally can. This is just an example if you want to follow mine. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change it. I feel like changing things up a little bit. Mrs. Mannering has 3 cats that need 3 treats each. She also has 3 dogs that need 5 treats each because my dogs are really fat. How many treats does she need in all? The last one I did about students in my group, but I gave them some kind of hard numbers. So I'm going to go easier on you guys. It is a Monday after all. So Mrs. Mannering has 3 cats that need 3 treats each. I also have 3 dogs and they need 5 treats each. How many treats do I need to buy from the store? Because my animals are fat and they want their treats. Rochelle, we will be, oh yes, it is 10:30. We will be done in just a minute. After this one, we've got one more problem and then we're good to go. Mason, very good. Yep, so if I've got 3 times 3 and 3 times 5. And remember, I'm going to add those together. Alana, no worries. Go ahead. Okay, I'm going to read you guys our last problem. I know our time is up. And then once you're finished writing these down, you are free to go. It says, Bert has $50 in his wallet. He buys 2 CDs for $13 each. How much money does he have left? So you have to think this $2 for 13 each equals a number. And then the $50 minus that number is how much change. Yes, Michelle, very good. That is how much he spent. Now we figure out how much change would he get. Whenever you are done writing these down, you guys are free to go. Thank you so much for all of your hard work today. Enjoy the snow outside and I'll see you tomorrow.